The pulsating hum of the strip, then an eerie silence. Las Vegas, August 12, 2005, 3:17 a.m. A security camera flickers. Shadows move. Fast, precise, unseen. A vault door, not just opened, but obliterated. Metal shrieked. Millions upon millions. Hard currency. Chips. Priceless assets. Gone. Vanished into the desert night. This wasn't just a robbery. It was a declaration. The mirage. A fortress. Breached. Casino bosses, hardened by years of vice, stood in stunned disbelief. Every rule broken. Every protocol shattered. No trace. No prints. No witnesses. Not a single lead. The perfect crime. It haunted detectives. For weeks. For months. The investigation spiraled into a dead end. Despair settled in. Until October 23, 2005, a flicker of light, a barely audible whisper. One minuscule, almost absurd oversight. A digital fingerprint, a forgotten transaction log, a single human error. It should have been insignificant, a slip-up easily buried. Instead, it tore through the web of deceit. It revealed the impossible. Truth, the mastermind, the ghost, hiding in plain sight, brought down by one colossal, fatal mistake. The city never truly sleeps. Not here. Not in a place built on dreams and desperation, where fortunes are won and lost in the blink of an eye. This is a world of calculated risk, of impenetrable security. Every camera, every guard, every chip accounted for. Or so they believed. On October 14, 2011, that belief shattered. At precisely 3:17 a.m., a vault alarm blared. Not a drill, a violation. The target, the Bellagio Casino, a name synonymous with opulence and invulnerability. Millions of dollars vanished into the night. An unthinkable sum. The shockwave hit instantly. Las Vegas, a city accustomed to spectacle, reeled. The gaming world held its breath. Investigators arrived. Within minutes, the scene was meticulously clean. To clean. It screamed professional, masterful. Days turned into weeks. November 2011 bled into December. The public clamored for answers. The FBI joined the investigation. The pressure mounted. A multi-million-dollar heist. No leads. No witnesses. Just a gaping hole where fortunes once sat. It was a perfect crime. Executed with chilling precision, except for one thing. One tiny, almost invisible misstep. A single error. Overlooked by the perpetrators. But found, months later. On February 17, 2012. The beginning of the end. And the solution to the craziest casino robbery the world had ever seen. A digital clock ticks. 3:17 a.m. Darkness envelops the city. But inside, a different kind of darkness was brewing. This wasn't just a robbery. It was an assault on an impenetrable fortress. The Grand Bellagio, opulent, secure. Layers of surveillance, thermal imaging, biometric scanners, millions in play. Always a vault, rumored to be impenetrable. The plan began months before. Clinical, precise. From July 2023, the team studied, not the building, its pulse, On August 18, 2023, at 11:30 p.m., a ghost flickered on camera feed 7. Just for a second. Again, September 5, 2023, to 11 a.m., a data packet, encrypted, brushed the casino's network. Undetected, they mapped every vent, every blind spot, every guard rotation. They understood human behavior, patterns, weaknesses. The crew analyzed schematics, obscure blueprints from decades past. By late October 2023, they knew the casino better than its architects. Their digital footprint, non-existent. Their physical presence, a whisper. Access codes were not stolen. They were reverse-engineered. Security protocols were not bypassed. They were mimicked. Every contingency planned. Every potential failure preempted. They rehearsed for weeks. In a simulated environment, the vault. Its legendary status meant nothing to them. They knew its metallurgy, its acoustic signature, its pressure sensors. They weren't breaking in. They were walking through. The early hours of November 12, 2023. The city slept. At 3:47 a.m., the first breach, silent, invisible, through ventilation shafts, through service tunnels, a ballet of shadows, coordinated, flawless. The vault door opened, not forced, opened. Millions vanish in under 7 minutes. By 3:50 a.m., they were gone, without a trace. Or so they thought. A single, microscopic detail. An oversight, born from absolute confidence. A thread, left dangling in the pristine fabric of their perfect crime. One tiny miscalculation. A ghost in the machine. This one error. This single moment of human frailty. It would unravel everything. The screen splits. Static crackles. A flicker. Then, a face. A single, fleeting image, unmasked. Asterisk asterisk 1:17 a.m. Asterisk asterisk deep in the control room. A junior analyst spots it. A blip. A misstep. He rewinds. Plays again. His breath catches. A camera angle. Forgotten. Overlooked. It's just a second. A fraction. But it's enough. Panic starts. A cold dread. He calls it in. The line rings. No answer. He calls again. Urgent. Desperate. Asterisk asterisk 1:35 a.m. Asterisk asterisk senior security confirms. The footage isn't corrupted. It's real. One of them. Uncovered. Clear as day. The mistake. A fatal flaw. The screen flares red. Alarm bells. Silent but deafening. This wasn't supposed to happen. No one saw this coming. The perfectly executed heist. Now, compromised, the data spreads. Like a virus. Through secure channels. Emails fire off. Encrypted messages ping. Asterisk asterisk to AM asterisk asterisk an internal memo. Priority 1. Eyes only. The floodgates open. The news hits lead investigators like a physical blow. Asterisk asterisk to 45 a.m. Asterisk asterisk Detective Miller stares at the image. Disbelief. Then a grim satisfaction. A breakthrough. Unearned. Unexpected. This wasn't brilliant detective work. This was sheer luck. And one monumental screw-up. The pressure mounts. Every second counts. Red lights flash across the surveillance monitors. A city-wide alert. Now, the hunters have a face. Meanwhile, in a hidden safe house, ATV flickers. A local news report. Breaking story. Asterisk asterisk 3:10 a.m. Asterisk asterisk the words hit hard. New lead in casino heist. A blurred image. Not blurred enough. Their faces drain. Their mistake. Broadcast. Chaos erupts. Shouting. Accusations. The carefully constructed plan. Crumbling. The air thickens with fear. Betrayal. They thought they were invincible. One fleeting glance at a forgotten camera. It changes everything. Asterisk asterisk 3:30 a.m. Asterisk asterisk the leader slams a fist. Move. Now. Every exit. Every alley. Every shadow. Now a threat. The neck tightens. Around them. Unseen. Asterisk asterisk for AM the authorities coordinate. SWAT teams deploy. Helicopters scramble. The city wakes to a full-blown manhunt, driven by one single, impossible mistake. The flood has begun, and it's dragging them all down. The spread is irreversible. The game is over. The casino floor was a graveyard of dreams. Millions gone. No alarms triggered. No witnesses. Seemingly, the initial chaos settled into a cold reality. A perfect crime. Not for long. Detectives moved in. Hour by hour. Frame by frame. Every CCTV angle, every discarded item. A needle in a haystack. Days blurred into a relentless pursuit. Then, on October 17th, at 3:14 a.m., a flickering image, a minor anomaly, barely perceptible. On a rarely checked service camera feed, a figure, not quite in frame, a momentary lapse, a glint of something. The robber, usually meticulous, but haste breeds error. A reflection, not a face, but a distinct symbol. A small, almost invisible patch on a jacket sleeve. From an angle the culprits believed was blind. A signature, unintended. This wasn't just a patch. It was a local dry cleaning company's logo. The lead was tiny, but it was tangible. A geographic narrowing. Within hours, by 10 a.m. on October 17th, investigators had a list. Every dry cleaner in the vicinity. One stood out. Sparkle Cleaners. Its delivery van matched the faint reflection. Its owner, a man named Marcus MacThorne. Surveillance began immediately. Thorne's life under a microscope for 3 days, from October 18th to October 20th. Every move tracked. His unusual spending habits. His new, unexplained wealth. The sudden purchase of a secluded property. Cash. The evidence mounted. Circumstantial. Yes, but overwhelming. A warrant was issued. The net tightened. On October 21st, at 6 a.m., SWAT teams moved in. Thorne was found asleep. The stolen millions hidden beneath his floorboards. One mistake, a single glint. It cracked the perfect crime and brought down the craziest casino robber. The mistake, a single, digital breadcrumb. It led the police straight to them. The jubilation of the arrest was fleeting, replaced by a heavy silence. October 14th, just 2 days after the crucial evidence surfaced. The first arrests were made, not the masterminds, just the periphery, scared, vulnerable. They crumbled quickly. Their grand scheme, unraveling with each whispered confession. November 3rd. The true architects were apprehended in separate, coordinated raids. No dramatic chase, just the quiet closing of a trap. The audacious robbery, reduced to a grim reality in a cold cell. The casino counted its losses, millions gone, reputation tarnished. The sense of violation lingered, a deep cut in the heart of a city built on chance. For the security team, the shame was palpable, a constant, gnawing regret. December 10th. Indictments were handed down. A stark list of charges: conspiracy, grand larceny, armed robbery. The weight of the law descended. The legal battle began. A slow, grinding process. The prosecution laid out the meticulously planned crime, the audacious entry, the precise timing. But always returning to that one era, the thread that unraveled everything. April 12th of the following year, the trial commenced. Months of preparation, years of potential sentences. The human cost became clear. Fear, trauma, lives disrupted. May 2nd, just 3 weeks later, the verdicts were delivered. Guilty on almost every count. No room for doubt. The cold calculus of justice, unforgiving, absolute. June 15th. The sentencing, a stark procession of numbers, years, decades, futures extinguished. The architects, the muscle, all face the same inevitable consequence. Prison walls, a different kind of cage, built by their own ambition. The money, mostly recovered, but the innocence lost, the trust broken. Those scars remained, a silent testament to the audacity of the crime and the simple, devastating power of a single mistake. A mistake that brought down a kingdom of thieves, leaving only sorrow and the heavy hand of justice. The glow of a single lamp. We often chase grand conspiracies, masterminds, flawless plans. But life and crime is rarely so clean. It's messy, human. Consider the weight of a single moment. A misstep. On November 12, 2008, at precisely 3:17 a.m., a tiny error occurred, unseen, unnoticed, a frantic hand, a moment of panic, the rush of adrenaline. Someone, in the chaotic aftermath of the heist, made a choice, a hurried one, a fragment left behind. Not evidence, not yet, just a forgotten piece of self. Imagine the feeling, the fear that follows. Did I leave something? That gnawing doubt. It haunts, long after the adrenaline fades. Years passed, the case grew cold, a legend whispered in the shadows. But that one small slip, it refused to vanish. It waited, patiently, a silent witness. On May 2nd, 2012, at 10:45 a.m., a cold case detective found it. Not a smoking gun, but a thread, a human thread. A moment of carelessness, a profound act of humanity. This wasn't about brilliance. It was about vulnerability, the raw, imperfect truth of us all. How one mistake, one human failing, undid the perfect crime. It spoke to the inherent flaw in every grand design, the unavoidable touch of the human hand, and how empathy, for that desperate, flawed moment, unlocks the truth. The past is a brutal teacher. Remember the eclipse heist of October 12, 2008. A perfect plan shattered by one forgotten detail, one tiny human error. Today, in 2024, the world moves faster. Technology evolves, but so do the criminals. They are learning. They are adapting. The warning is clear. Complacency is the deadliest weapon. That single mistake back then wasn't just about a robbery. It was a lesson in human fallibility. We must evolve faster. By 2030, our defenses must be ironclad. Every protocol, every system, every new hire rigorously vetted. This isn't just about protecting assets. It's about protecting trust, protecting the future. The resolve is unwavering. The vigilance, absolute. Never again will one mistake define the outcome. Not on our watch.